Hey guys, Brett and Ollie back for the second round of our, match of the Dark Eldar and Tau.
Grudge match.
I mean, it's exactly the same list because we're trying to, as we said in the previous video, we're going to try to, see how changing up some of the Tau deployment options can affect the battle. So with that, we're cut to the same army introduction as last time, and as a reminder, the Reavers are going to be toughness 5 because of the drug, and then the Devilfish the Devilfish has one smart missile system because Ollie can't do points. So.
I can do points,
Alright.
just incorrectly.
Alright, so we'll be back with the army lists.
See ya.
Now introducing once again the Great Tau Empire. This list is going to be pretty similar to the last one, just with a few minor differences. Let's start off with the commander, who is going to be accompanied with 2 gun drones instead of his crisis bodyguards. And he is equipped with 2 burst cannons and a missile pod, and he will have a stimulant injector for extra survivability. Here we have normal crisis suits. All 3 of them have burst cannons, all 3 of them have plasma rifles, and all 3 of them have shield generators. We now go to some of our troops. We have a 7-man breacher squad. They'll be accompanied with a gun drone and a guardian drone. Inside of a Devilfish, I'll have a smart missile system and a burst cannon. We then have one 6-man strike team with a shield drone. Yep. And they'll come with a smart missile turret and a chassis for free. And this one looks like this one has the Cadre Fireblade. So technically the shield drone belongs to him. Whatever. We have another 6-man strike team squad with their own shield drone and a smart missile turret. We have the Broadside Badass. Hopefully we'll live past 1 turn. Maybe, buddy? Huh? 2 smart missile systems and 2 high-yield missile pods. We have the Ghost Keel, this time coming with 2 burst cannons, a cyclic ion raker, a stimulant injector, and 2 stealth drones. They have 2 6-man stealth suit squad, essentially the same as before. They have a shots rare, so they're going to come with a marker light each, and they also have a fusion blaster as well in their squad. We then have one 4-man Pathfinder squad with 2 ion rifles, so extra hard-hitting rifles, coming with 2 shield drones. Another 4-man Pathfinder squad, this time just normal Pathfinders with a shield drone. And finally, one more Pathfinder squad with a shield drone, just normally outfitted. I'm going with a battalion since I have the number of troops that I need. And that gives me 6 command points. Hopefully I will remember to use them. So yeah, the Great Tau Army.
Alright, and here is my 1500 points of Dark Eldar. We will start with my HQs. I have an Archon. He is equipped with a Agonizer, as well as a Phantasm Grenade Launcher. Then I have a Haemonculous. He is equipped with an Agonizer as well. And he has his usual Splinter Pistol. Same for him, too. Let's see. First troop slot, we just have a 5-man Cabalite squad on foot. Nothing special there. They're just basic Splinter Rifles. Next, second troop slot, we have a 10-man Cabalite squad. One of them has a blaster modeled with it, as well as a Splinter Cannon. That's this guy back here. And they're going to be riding in a Raider. Then I have a first elite slot. I have a 5-man Trueborn squad with 4 blasters. Their leader has a Phantasm Grenade Launcher. It's him, actually. Yeah. And then for this squad, the guy with the painted blade on his back, he's the leader of that squad. Flag guy for this squad is the leader. Let's see. Go to next fast attack slot, or second elite slot here, we have a Slith. He's just going to be bodyguarding the Archon. Let's see. Transports. So in third elite slot, we have my Incubi. The guy with the painted armor so far. Haven't finished it yet, but he's my Clivex, and they're going to be riding in a Venom. The Venom has a second cannon as well. The Trueborn squad is also in a Venom with a second cannon. First fast attack slot, we have a 5-man Scourge squad. The leader is the guy with the ponytail, as per usual. They are all equipped with splinter cannons, except for the leader who has the carbine. Then we have the second fast attack slot. We have a 4-man Reaver bike squad. The arena champion is this dude who has the little symbol on the side, bear arms and whatnot. He's got an agonizer. Everyone else is more or less bare bones except for the guy without sleeves here. He's got a grab talent. And the heavy supports, we have a Ravager. The Ravager has 2 Dark Lances and 1 Disintegrator Cannon. Forgot, the Raider has 1 Disintegrator Cannon. Next, we have a Talos, has 2 Splinter Cannons, and it's a basic melee weapon which gives it bonus attacks. Then we have a Kronos that has a Spirit Vortex, so hopefully that'll get some good stuff going on for me. And yeah, that is 1,500 points of Dark Eldar. Alright, so here is deployment. We have, let's see, we have Stealth Suit, Squad number 1, infiltrated there. Stealth Suit number 2. Pathfinders with a shield drone, right?
Yep. Pathfinder with shield drone and the ion rifles.
Okay.
The Devilfish,
Needs paint.
of course. The Cadre Fireblade is hanging out with
Strike team.
the strike team. I need to get a shield drone for him.
Okay.
Shield drone with a strike team. Ghost Keel with his 2 stealth drones. Broadside Badass, who will surely not die turn 1.
Mm-hmm.
And 1 more Pathfinder squad.
Again, a shield drone. So basically all drones are shielded except for the stealth drones.
Yep.
Okay. So coming over to here, we have my Reaver squad here on my left flank, my Incubi Venom, Archon that needs paint, Slith, Talos, Kronos, Venom with the Trueborn, the Party Boat, the Reaver or Ravager, and 5-man Kabbalite squad, and the haemonculous right over there. So, and with that, we're going to Dark Eldar turn 1.
The Dardar.
Okay, at the start of the Dark Eldar movement phase, we have the Reavers first. They're going to fly up here, right up to there. They have a 4-inch charge distance if they're lucky, or not if they're lucky, unless they're unlucky. And basically, we're all just kind of continuing right up there. Next, the Kabbalite Venom is just gonna go on up to there, make sure, yep, we're good. Camera helps with range. Next, Talos is gonna take his 8 and go up there. Kronos is going to continue side by side. The haemonculous is going to follow suit, but he loses about an inch because he's not quite as fast. Next, the Trueborn Venom is going to come up to there, and the Party Boat is going to go to there.
No.
Oh, there we go. Next, the 5-man Kabbalah squad, the same thing. They're all just going to sort of follow up, and then I have 2 advance moves for the Slith and the Archon. So blue one will be Archon, red one Slith. Okay, so Archon gets 6 and Slith gets 1, which means the Archon's probably not going to use this full.
No.
Okay, leading off the shooting, the Raiders Disintegrator Cannon is going to try to shoot the stealth drones for the ghost kill. We are hitting them on 4s. 3 hits. We are moving them on 3s. 2, and they are yeah, they're going to 6-up save because they're usually 4-up or 3-up.
Oh, certainly.
They're 4-up, so they're 6-up saves. Made 1. And damage to roll doesn't matter. So 1's just down.
Yeah.
Next, we're going to have the 5 Cabalites. Right here. Shoot at the stealth drone as well. They're hitting on 5s, or 4s, I mean. And they're wounding on 4s. Nope. Okay, the Slith is going to use his Shard Carbine, and it's going to target that Pathfinder team that's in front of the broadside. Hitting on 4s because he advanced. Nope. Next up, the Kronos is going to target the same target. Actually, the Kronos is going to target the broadside. Because, no, Kronos will target the same target. So, D6 shots. 1. And hitting on 4s, because Kronos hits. Wounding on 4s.
The drone!
Nope. We're going to split the shots of the Cabalite Trueborn Venom. We're going to shoot 6. We're going to shoot 1 cannon at the stealth drone and 1 cannon at the Pathfinder squad. So all the first cannon on the stealth drone on 4s. 3. And 4s to wound it. 2. It's 2 4-up saves.
Yep.
I have 6 more shots, which I declared at those Pathfinders. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hitting them on 3s. Wounding them on 4. Oh my goodness. Okay. Now I'm going to shoot the Reavers at the stealth drone on 4s. Wounding on 4s. 1. 4-up save.
No.
Nope.
That was a 2.
2. Oh, okay. Finally. So now the Ravager back here is going to shoot at the
Ghost kill.
Ghost Kill.
Oh, shoot at the broadside. That one usually dies.
Yeah. So the 2 red ones here are for the Lance, and the Disintegrator cannons are the non-red. So these are all hitting on 4s though. You got 3 hits, 1 Lance and 2 Disintegrator cannons. The Lance will wound on 3s, the Disintegrators on 5s. Okay, so both Disintegrator cannons normally use a 3-up save, so 4 to 5. He has 2 5-up saves.
And he makes both.
Of course he does. Okay. Alright, we're gonna have the 4 blasters on board the Venom shoot at the broadside, and the Trueborn Sergeant is going to shoot at the Ghost Kill, and he's going to shoot the grenade at the strike team that's not next to the... basically the one... Yeah, that one. So we're starting off with the blasters into the broadside, hitting on 3s. Oh my goodness. Okay. Wounding it on 3s. Oh, come on. And it has 6-up save. Oh! God. Oh, I'm so dead.
That was lucky.
Alright, so the 2 shots into the Ghost Kill on 3 and 4s I meant, but no. And the D3 grenade shots, we have 2. 1 hit and 6 to wound. Nope. But it's hit. Okay, 12 shots from the Talos into the strike team that got hit by the Phantasm, hitting it on 4s. 4s to wound them. That is 6.
Jeez. Okay.
So
Damn.
5 dead strike team.
Oh, well, okay. The Shasta will live with the drone protecting him and tanking every single other shot.
We're gonna start with every weapon from this squad is going into the Ghost Kill. So we're start with the cannon at 6 shots, hitting on 3s. Or 4s actually. And 4s to wound it. It's 1 wound, so 1 3-up save. And it's a no, so it's at 9. Blaster on 4, nope. All right, and I will actually say the it doesn't really matter because nothing else took wounds. Well, he'll shoot the his grenade into them because there's no point shooting the grenade on the ghost kill. So we'll take care of that. 2 shots, hitting on 3s, 2 hits, winning on 6. Nope, but they are hit.
Which team was that?
That was the rail rifle Pathfinder
Okay.
team. And finally, we have 9 shots. 2, 3, 4. It's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 from the rest of the party boat. Wait, no, 8 shots from the rest of the party boat. Hitting on 4s. Winning on 4s. Okay, so the Reavers are declaring a charge into the Pathfinder and its drone. We have 4 rail rifle shots and 4 carbine shots, hitting on 6s. Of course, the rail rifle does. 3s to wound. And -1, so 5 up. Fine. Next, 8 carbine shots. We're just, the red ones don't matter this time. 6s again.
Jesus.
Wow. Okay, and that's that squad right there. And 4s to wound, of course. And 6 up. Okay, so 1's up, 1 wound. And then finally you have 10 shots from the strike team. Yeah. 4s to wound. 4 up. He's fine. So, charge distance, I need a 4.
They're in.
Yeah, they're definitely in. Okay.
And shoot back.
Yep. So, with that, we're going to go ahead and go into the... first I got to do the charge for the Grav Talon. 4 up for the drone. Drone's dead. 4 up for the Pathfinders. Okay, Pathfinder's okay. So drone is dead. And we'll start with the arena champion. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 4s. That's 2 dead Pathfinders. No saves there.
Okay.
And then we have 6 attacks on the rest of the guys, hitting on 3s. And wow. Wounding on 3s. 2. 6 up saves.
Yeah, they're
They're
dead.
dead.
They're all
Cool.
dead.
That means I get to consolidate.
Hey guys, Bryn here. I wanted to address what's about to happen. Thankfully, you don't think it was a huge deal for this game, but I wanted to show that this was incorrect. We oftentimes, well, for anyone who's been following the channel, we've only been playing for about a year, and during that time, we've heavily relied on you guys as a whole, helping us learn the rules and fix our errors and all sorts of stuff. But with 8, everyone else is kind of new to the rules as well, so we should always, double check stuff. But we had a comment, and in fairness, we misread the comment. More specifically, I did, so it's completely on me. That yes, you can consolidate, and when you do, there's another fight phase. However, upon rereading the comment, what he said was that there was another fight phase in the, that the opponent can then have that unit fight. He then had in parenthesis that, however, this works for both players, but clearly what he meant was, upon at least looking at the rules again, that the unit that gets consolidated into can then choose to fight that unit. However, the unit a unit can only fight once during a given fight phase. That's like in the very last sentence of the fight phase rules, and we were kind of like skimming through trying to find things like that, and we or specifically I missed it, and granted Ollie looked at it too, but it's on me because I'm the one benefiting from the rule, so it should be up to me to get the rule correct. In this game, it only costs Ollie a single Pathfinder team, thankfully, so it's not horrible, but I just wanted to go ahead and address that. It's a larger rule error, and I wanted to talk a little bit about that and, own up to the fact that that's on us to, but anyways, hope that doesn't affect you guys on this video too much. It didn't affect the game horribly. It's used another time, but it does nothing at all. So, anyways, guys, enjoy the game.
Okay, so they have consolidated into another combat. They are now fighting the drone and the Pathfinders.
Kind of repeat the lesson.
Yep, so 3 attacks on the arena champion, 3s, wounds on 4s, it's 1 dead.
Drone or?
I'm fighting your main squad. All my attacks are to them. So 4, 5, 6. 6 attacks from the bikes, hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s. 6 up saves.
Alright. Nope.
Nope.
Entire being except for the drone is dead.
Which is okay, because that means I can't actually... Well, I'm stuck in combat with your drone, basically. But I can't consolidate into another fight.
No.
So the Reavers are done, but they did okay. They definitely got their points. So good job, Reavers. You're the only person on you're the only squad that did anything of note this turn. Alright, with that, we're going to the Tau, turn 1. I almost forgot the drone does have 1 attack back, hits me on 5s.
Nope.
But
Epic battle! Go drone!
we forgot to at least give the drone a shot to frisbee into one of my bikers' heads.
Woohoo! Go drone!
Okay, so finally the strike team lone dude has a morale test to make. He is leadership 7, but lost 5 dudes, so he's got to roll 2 or less or a 6. He rolled a 6, so he's okay because of the Tau special bonding knife ritual, which makes no goddamn sense. What's he bonded to? There's no one alive.
The drone! He's
There's
bonded
no
to
one
the
alive.
drone!
Alright, so starting the Tau movement phase, only 2 things are going to move, it looks like. Stealth Suit Squad 1 and Stealth Suit Squad 2 is going to move up.
Yep.
So, nothing else is moving, right?
Nothing else is moving, and in fact,
And the strike team's deployed. I say team loosely. Apparently that guy is bonded with nothing and decided to stay. The drone is a part of his squad. It's a drone. He's not
they're
bonded with
friends! They bonded behind your back.
I feel like bonding knife ritual. Okay, starting with that stealth suit team right there. They're going to be firing into my Venom. Venom special will make them hit me on 5s. The red one in here is the Fusion Blaster. So all 5s. The Fusion Blaster hit, and that was the only one that actually mattered. So Fusion Blaster wounds it on 3s, the others are on 4s. Fusion Blaster did not wound.
Monkey's uncle.
Indeed, there's a seems to be a theme so far with our bigger weapons just not landing. And let's see, 4 up save. Okay, well it's down to 5.
Well, I'll take it.
It's down to 5.
I will take it.
All right, and I'm guessing second stealth suit squad.
Yes.
All right, so they're gonna do the exact same thing into that Venom.
There we go, 2 more.
So same thing before, hitting on 5. The red one is the fusion. Yeah, quite a few hits, just not the one that mattered.
Of course, as usual.
And 6s or 4s in. 6s, although you've rolled 2 6. There's also a theme of you rolling 6s. Is there something I should know about you?
I have no idea. I may have made a deal with somebody.
4 up. Wow. L2. Venom, you are not doing so hot right now. We're down to. He was at 5, L2, so he's at 3. 16 shots hitting it on 5s. That's counting the smart missile system that they have. That's because smart missile system doesn't really make a difference versus the Venom.
I may have made a deal with someone from the Morning Star Corporation.
So hitting on 5s.
Backfired, because
2.
asshole.
And 4s.
Oh, that works.
4 up saves. Made 1, so he's at 2.
Okay.
It's somehow hanging in there.
What about the Cadre Fireblade?
He has 2 shots if you want. It's technically enough. Hits him on 3s though. Missed 1. Forced to wound. 4 up save. Yeah! Okay, so the legally outfitted Devilfish is going to shoot 8 shots, 4 from burst, 4 from smart missile system into my Venom. So again, on 5s. 3. And 4s to wound. 4 up saves. Made 1. It's a lot. It's hanging in there, just barely.
All right, this is a terrible idea, but you know what? I'm gonna go for it.
What?
I want to kill it.
Okay.
I think that guy.
We can tell. Don't worry. Everyone can tell you want it dead. You shot it with 1, 2, 3, 4 squads.
That guy over there.
The dude in the smart missile
Yeah,
turret.
yeah.
Who should have run away, but is bonded with nothing. So he's got 6 shots total.
All right.
On 5s. 1, 2, 4s to wound. 4 up. Yeah.
I think that's all I can aim at.
But was that a happy school or an upset school?
I was upset.
Upset school? Okay.
All right.
I, in fairness, I know the feeling from that last round of shooting for me, so I sympathize. We suck at shooting. Have you noticed that?
I feel so bad putting that many shots into that one vehicle, and it mocks me.
We both. I did the same to your ghost kill, and he's at 9, and I shot blasters at your broadside, who just was like, eh.
Yeah.
So we both just really suck at shooting.
You know.
Okay, the broadside is going to shoot one of its high-yield missile pods, or
Smart missile
system, sorry, at the venom that's almost dead. So hitting it on 5s. 1. Wounding it on 4s. So it's still kicking. And everything else it has is, you gotta roll these separate because you're different.
Yeah.
So the high-yield missile pods and the other smart missile system is going into the venom that has the Trueborn. So we'll start with the other smart missile on 4 or 5s. And on 4s to wound. 1, 4 up save. Nope. So it's at 5. I'll just keep a tracker right here. And then 8 shots from the high-yield missile pods. So you got, hold on.
Should have enough.
Yeah, that's it. 8. Hitting it on 5. And wounding on 3s. 5 up save for invulns. Nope. So D3 damage. It is 2 plus 3 and it's dead. Alright, so we gotta see if it explodes. It does not. And then I gotta roll 5 die for the guys inside. 1 is dead, so we'll just kill the sergeant off because he's doesn't have a blaster. Okay, so the ghost kill over there is going to overcharge its cyclic ion raker to try to get rid of the raider. It gets D6 shots. 6 shots.
Okay.
And hits on 4s. 1's wound itself. So it took 1 wound.
Yep.
And it hit me twice. So it wounds me on 3s. And
D3 wounds.
I get 5 up invuln first.
No.
And 1 and D3 wounds. 2. So the raider's down to 8. Alright, so then the Cabalite, or into the Trueborn, I think is what you meant, is 8 burst cannon shots. So winning on 3s. We have 5 up armor.
Damn.
They're I'm surprised.
That's it.
Okay, finally the Pathfinders. Unfortunately, Eileen forgot about them.
Forgot the marker
she
light.
forgot the marker lights, but they're going to shoot at the raider, she said. So they're hitting me on 4s. Holy shit. Okay. Wounding me on 4s.
Okay.
And 4 up saves. And it is down to 6. Okay, so we're going to the fight phase now, since she's not charging, so Eileen does get to fight first, actually, because it's her turn. She does hit, wounds him on 5. Does wound.
Come on, drone!
He's fine.
Damn.
Alright, so the Arena Master, 3s, 4s to wound. Nope. 6. Hitting on 3s. 3s to. Oh no, strong, so toughness 4. So wounding on 4s. 1, 5 up.
Nope.
Done. So we will actually consolidate into your stealth suits.
I figure.
Okay, so in fact, I can only use that stratagem if she has charged me. So I do not have that option. So Aline will get to nominate her stealth suits. So she has 7 attacks, hitting me on 5s, and continuing with her luck of the devil, and wounding on 5s. So 1. We have 4 up armor. Do I want to reroll this? Yeah, I'm going to use one of my rerolls. 4 up. Nope. 6 up. Feel no pain. Feel no pain. Yes!
Dang.
He's fine. Alright, so with that, I get to attack. Going to the Arena Master, hitting on 3s. Oh my goodness. And 6 attacks from the guys hitting on 3s. That is what the Arena Master should have done. And 4s to wound. Those are 4 up saves, because they can -1. So that is 1 dead stealth suit. Okay, so the Cabalites are going to get out, and then they're going to move their 8-inch movement, which puts them more than 1 inch away, basically. That's what I have to leave them. They can actually get right next to me. They're towards these stealth suits here. The Reavers are in combat, and I'm just going to leave them there. This Venom is only going to go kind of like this, just kind of hide slightly. Try to give himself some cover, possibly. The party boat has disembarked, and yep. Then the raider, it's 6 wounds left, is going to fly right over here. I'll put the wound marker back. The party boat Cabalites are going to get out like so.
Oh, this is going to be painful.
Yep, everyone's going to happily walk forward.
At least you did something, Broadside. You should be proud.
The blasters are going to come right over here. The Slith and Archon going to go up to here. Kronos gets to here, and Talos gets to there. And Homunculus, it'll be 2 inches away now, and then everyone here obviously will continue to pile up. So we've got just a few Kabbalah warriors.
Just a few.
I'm actually going to go with the Reavers first because I don't want to forget them. They do have splinter pistols, so they get to shoot into their own combat. So we're going to hit on 3s and wound on 4s. 1 wound. And they're fine. Alright. So, we have the, start over here with the Ravager. We have, actually, let's start with the blasters. They're going to shoot at the broadside, hitting it on 3s, wounding it on 3s, 6 up saves.
Nope.
D3 wounds. Takes 3. 3. Okay. Next up, I am declaring the Disintegrator Cannon is going to shoot at the broadside, hitting on 3s. This is from the Ravager, and the Lances are going to shoot at the Ghost Kill. And it is toughness 6.
Mm-hmm.
So 5s. 2 wounds. It's got 3 to 4. 4 or 5 are check, depending on what you roll. Okay, so one's a fail and one's a pass no matter what. So D3 damage. Just 1. So it's down to 2 now for the broadside. 2 shots from the Lances into the Ghost Kill, hitting it on 3s or 4s. Oh, or not. Disintegrator cannon on the Raider. Shoot at the broadside as well. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 5s. Nope. And the blaster out of the party boat squad. Shooting at the broadside. Hits. Nope. Unfortunate. Okay, so the rest of the party boat squad is going to shoot at the ghost kill. We have currently 18 shots. It's 22 shots total, but I can't hold 22 shots. I can.
All the shots!
I don't know if I can hold 18. Alright, here we go. 18 shots, hitting on 4s.
Jeez.
Okay. And wounding it on 4s, although I have 4 more shots, so I'm going to just deal with those. Hitting it on 4s still. Just 1 more. And wounding it on 4s. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh,
So 5 3-up saves for your ghost kill. Failing 3, which drops it to 6. Okay. Next, my Slith is going to take his carbine shots at the ghost kill, hitting it on 4s. And wounding it on 4s. I need 1 more wound. I'm trying to get it to half health so that it loses its ballistic skill. Oh, it's okay. Okay, so I'm going to take a step back from the ghost kill for a sec. We're going to shoot the venom at that strike team there. We have 12 shots from the splinter cannons, hitting it on 3s. 2. And wounding them on 4s. 1, 2, 3. You want to take any of these on your shield drain?
Yes.
Okay, so 1 at a time. Dead. And 2 4-up saves. Okay, so 1 strike team and 1 shield drain is dead. I am going to shoot the 5-man Cabalite squad into the ghost kill, hitting it on 4s. And wounding it on 4s. Just 1. 3-up save. Ugh. We're going to shoot the Chronos at that strike team right there. So D3 shot, or D6 shots. Man, the 14-point weapon just not doing anything. Hitting on 4s, wounding on 4s. Nope. Garbage. This is why I said Talos and Chronos were not going to be great. Next, the Archon is going to put a splinter pistol into the strike team member that's left, the 1 strike team, on 2s. He misses on 2s!
What? The bonding ritual is strong!
And apparently. 4, 6. We're going to shoot half of the Talos shots at that last strike team guy, and half of them at the ghost kill. So starting with the strike team on 4s, getting 1. 4s to wound him. So you probably going to take it on the shield drone, I'm guessing?
Yes.
Yeah, of course. Alright. And the other 6 shots are hitting the ghost kill on 5s. 2, 4s to wound it. God! We're going to put D3 shots from the Phantasm Grenade Launcher from the Archon into the 1-man squad. Actually, we're going to put it into the squad that took a casualty. 2 shots, hitting on 2s, wounding on 6s.
Oh, Jesus.
2 4-up saves. Okay, so 1 more dead strike team. Alright. That is... Oh, wait, no. I have 1 more phantasm. I have 2 more phantasms. So the haemonculous to shoot his phantasm into the single-man squad. D3 shot, or 2 shots, hitting on 3s. Nope. And finally, the Cabalite squad's sergeant. 1 shot, hitting on 3s, misses. So
That man is sticking in there.
apparently. Alright, so with that, we're going to the assault phase. I have a few charges to declare, you might guess. So we'll start with the first one here. The Incubi are going to charge your stealth suits. So we have 4, 8 of the, oh my gosh, what's
Burst cannon.
Burst cannon shots and 1 fusion blaster. The fusion blaster is the red
Right.
guy. Goodness. And I don't know why I keep not using my rerolls, but I don't. And so the fusion blaster missed, so you're wounding on 3s. 3 up armor. Okay. I'm gonna throw 1 reroll here. God damn it! 6 up, Philippine. No! Fuck! Jesus Christ, 2 go down. Okay, well, charge. We're in. So, 2 mooks are dead, but we're still fighting you with your crazy Overwatch. Alright. Next charge to declare, the Raider is going to multi-charge the Broadside and the Pathfinders.
Yikes.
So you will have lots of shots, let's just say. So we'll start off with your 8 shots from your Pathfinders.
Nope.
And 8 shots from your smart missiles. 1. 4 is to wound. 4 up armor. It's fine. And 8 shots from your missile pods.
1 second.
1.
Oh, 2.
Oh, that's a. Oh. Okay. 3s. And 4 ups. Or 5 ups, actually. And god damn it, D3 damage. So it takes 3, so it's down to 3 wounds now. It's
still charging.
It's certainly, yeah, it's at 3 inches. That didn't need anything more. Actually, I only needed 2, which I don't think I could fail. Next, the Archon is going to declare a charge on the Pathfinder squad there.
Jeez.
He's in. The
Wait, can I get another Overwatch?
No, because I've already engaged both of you. And the party boat squad, same thing. Yep, they're in.
They're gonna
Slith.
murder that.
Slith, he's in too.
Why?
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pick my Archon to fight. He's hitting on 2s. And missing 3 shots. Wounding on 4s from Agonizer. Killing 1 Pathfinder.
Oh, just straight up the middle.
Yeah, 1 Pathfinder dead. Okay, the Slith goes next. He's going to put all of his attacks into the drone. He is hitting on 3s. And he is wounding on 3s because he's strength 5. The drone is 2 3-up saves.
Nope.
Dead. Okay, next up there's 11 attacks from the Cabalite party boat squad. Hitting on 3s.
Jeez.
And wounding on 4s. Jeez. So 5-up saves.
Nope.
2 more to the Pathfinders. Okay, the Raider has D3 attacks. I'm going to put them into the Pathfinders. 3 attacks. I'm going to use the strength 4, hitting on 4s. And wounding on 3s. And 1 6-up save.
Nope.
Dead. Alright. So that will lead to a consolidate. Although the only thing that actually gets consolidate is, well, that's not true. Everyone would have been able to consolidate. I just wasn't doing it. Okay, so she's going to spend 2 command points to interrupt my charge series, and she is going to fight with her stealth suits before my incubi get to attack. 7 attacks, hitting on 5s. Continues with her luck. And wounding me on 3s. 3 up armor. Oh, are you kidding me? I'm going to use a reroll for one of those 3-ups. 6-up till no pains? Well, at least the fucking leader's alive. Okay, so he's got 4 attacks, hitting on 2s. Wounding on 4s. So 1 stealth suit is, hold on. Yeah, fours. Hold on, what's that? Special rule, it is AP -3, so it's 6 up saves. I'm going to have you take the one that's 2 wounds first, or 3 wounds first. Nope, so 1 stealth suit dead, and the other one is 6 up save for 1 wound. Nope. So 1 wound left on 1 stealth suit. Alright, Reaver's up next. Since they're my first, I get to pick my guys first. On 3s for the Arena Master. 4s to wound. Alright, that's -2. That's 1 wound. Is he?
I know he's still wearing.
Yeah. And then we have 6 attacks on 3s. 4s to wound. And these are 4 up saves. So 1 dead, and the other last one's at 1 wound.
Yep.
We'll just continue on from this point. 3 attacks, hitting me on 5. She's putting them into the Raider. Hitting 1. 4s to wound the Raider. Of course. 4 up. Okay, I have a morale test for the Incubi. 5 plus 4 is 9. He is barely okay. He could have run away. Alright, so the only other thing to take a morale test is the strike team.
Yep.
And they would have to roll a 5, I think, to fail. Nope. And to the town movement phase, starting off, the stealth suits are going to leave combat, of course. Because I get to do so for free. And I think I still have 1 health. Broadside was going to leave combat as well. However, he doesn't get a shoot because he doesn't have fly.
Unfortunately. And Breachers. Moving on up.
Yep. So the Breachers got an Elfish, and they're just gonna basically close in on the combat that just happened. Okay.
And
the
Commander landed over there to take out some Reavers.
Commanders arrived, and the
Crisis
suits arrived over here. Okay, so 3 plasma shots from the Crisis Suit team are going to go into the Raider. Not showing you anything else though, so hitting it on 4s. 1. 3s to wound. Wounds. AP -2, so it's got a 5 up invuln. It's fine.
Okay.
Okay, next up from that same squad, they're going to put 12 shots into the party boat squad right there. Some burst cannons.
Yep.
On 4s.
Okay.
Wounding them on 3s.
That's
5 up armor. And a 6 up film of pain. So 2 down. Next up, the Breacher squad is going to put 14 shots into the party boat squad. They are hitting on 4s. These are strength 5 AP -1. So winning on 3s. Six up armor. Ooh. 6 up film of pain. So 1 more dead. Overkill. That dude. So we've lost. So that fusion blaster is going to take a shot at the venom, hitting on 5s. Missed.
They're gonna try and hit the venom.
So fusion blaster and 4 burst cannon shots. Red one's fusion blaster hitting on 5s. Fusion blaster hit. 4s to wound for the burst cannons, 3s for the fusion. Okay. And we have 4 up armor for this and 5 up invuln for the red. I'm not gonna use reroll, so it's just dead. It's not close enough to actually hurt anything. It explodes, so it's just gone. Alright, so we have 8 shots from the commander's putting all shots.
Yes.
Okay, so starting off with his 2 burst cannons into the Reavers, hitting them on 2s. And wounding them on 4s. 4 up armor. And 6 up feeling pains. Nope. So 1 is dead, and the other one's at 1 wound. Because this guy was at 1 wound before. I just, we somehow lost the little thing.
Alright, missile pod now.
So 2 shots. Wounding on 2s. Wounding on 3s. And I got a 5-up armor. You're fine.
Thanks, Commander.
Okay, so now the commander's gun drones are going to shoot into them as well. 8 shots, hitting on 5s. So 1. And 4s to wound. 4 of armor. I am going to use... I still have 3 left. Yeah, I will use it. 4 up. He's fine. Because of the difference between the Reaver being alive or dead. Alright. So the Ghost Kill is going to shoot at Cyclic Iron Raker. It's not overcharging this time into the Raider. It is hitting on 5s because it is at 5 wounds. 6 shots, hitting on 5s. It got 2. 3s to wound. And we have 5 up and 1. It's fine.
Damn. Alright, burst
Well,
cannons into...
fine is a strong statement. It's at 2 wounds, so it's falling apart. But it's still not falling apart yet.
Burst cannon to the Archon.
Okay, so you have both burst cannons?
Yes.
Okay, so 8 shots hitting on 5s into the Archon. Doing pretty well. Jesus. Hitting on 5s and get 4. And wounding him on 3s. 2 up. He's fine. Okay, the last Cabalite, or the last strike team member and his pet missile pod are going to take a shot at the Raider. So they've got 6 shots, hitting on 4s. And 5s or 4s wound. Goodness gracious. And 4 up armor. It's down to 1 health.
Dang it!
So we've been getting, or specifically, Ollie's been getting the Cadre Fireblade, being able to give
More
one
shots.
extra shot if they're in rapid fire range to a squad. So it's going to happen this turn. It's going to be 16 shots into the, what are you shooting at, Kronos or Talos?
Kronos.
Into the Kronos. So 16 shots, hitting the Kronos on 4s. Pretty good, actually.
Yeah, not terrible.
Well, never mind. That's worse than I missed one.
Okay.
And strength 5 or toughness 7, so wounding on 5s.
Mm.
And it is the reason it is toughness 7 is because the haemonculous is there. So I think, speaking of that, I think I've been forgetting to use the Archon special ability. So these are 3-up saves. They're fine. Okay, next up, the Devilfish is going to shoot its smart missile system and the burst cannon into the party boat squad. So on 4s. And wounding them on 3s. 5 up armor. 6 up film and ping. So 1 more dead.
Okay. So,
Okay, next I have a leadership check at the end of phase. For the party boat squad. Nothing else lost enough to need one. Their leadership 8 is the sergeant, so need. Well, that's enough. I lose 1 more.
duh.
Okay, so into the movement phase, the Kronos is just going to come up to there. The Talos going to go over here, and the homunculus to there. The Archon is going to come say hi to the. Get close enough to say hi to the Ghost Kill. Party boat squad gonna move up. Raider gonna move up. Hobble up, really. It's like on fire and burning. And Cabalite squad, same thing. They're just gonna continue it forward. This squad is going to try to get cover behind this tree. And the Incubi is going to come over here. If he's going to brave Overwatch, it's just going to be from a single model because it has not been working out for him. The Reavers are going to come over here and see if they can take a wound or 2 off the commander.
Move face.
That does it for my movement, and the Scourges will now come in.
Blah.
Okay, into the shooting phase, the Reavers are going to start out. We have 6 shots hitting on 3s into the commander. And we wound on 4s. You want to take those on the drones or no?
I'll take 2 on the drone. Well, we have to take them on the drone, don't we?
No, you can take them however you want, but you have 2 drones. So at most you can take 2, or like if you fail 2 rolls. So just roll both. It's fine. One's dead, and you have 1 more wound. You want to take it on the drone or the commander?
Commander.
Okay, once he takes... no, that's not the case for drones, sorry. Okay, commander's fine. Next, we have 4 blaster shots into the crisis suits from the Trueborn, hitting on 3s. Wounding them on 3s. Oh wait, they're toughness... Yeah, they're toughness 5.
Jeez.
You have 3 to 4 to 5 to 6... 4, 5, 6... Nope, no save. It's AP -4. So D3 damage each. 2 dead crisis suits and one's at 1.
God!
That was a brutal blaster volley. Holy crap. Okay, so next up, the Raider that is barely hanging in there is going to try to shoot his disintegrator cannon in the broadside. Hitting on 5s because he's so broken down now. Nope. It's alright, you did your best, Raider.
Putt.
Yeah, pretty much.
Putt.
So we have, next we're going to take 10 shots from the 5-man Cabalite squad into the Breacher team on 3s. And 4s to wound them. Getting 3 4-up saves. 2 dead Breachers. Oh, right, and I forgot to show where
Griffin, stop. Sorry, dog.
where the Scourges came in. The Scourges came in right there. Okay, next going to the Party Boat squad. The Blaster is going to try to kill the broadside. Hitting it on 3s. No. The Party Boat Blaster has just been a disappointment this game. Then we're going to have, let's see, what do I have even left? The Splinter Cannon and 3 and the Sergeant and then 2 mooks. Okay. So, Splinter Cannon for 6, 2 mooks, and the leader as well, and he's also going to throw his Phantasm into the Breacher squad, hitting on 3s. Ooh, that's a lot of 1s. And, oh, that was a 3. And 4s to wound. That's okay.
What's it hitting?
Breachers, so 4 saves. So 1 more dead Breacher. And D3 grenades. You got 3, hitting on 3s. 2 hits, 6s to wound. 1 wound. 4 up armor save on that. 1 more dead. And they're at -1 leadership. Alright. The homunculus is going to shoot his splinter pistol and his grenade into the 1-man strike team. So splinter pistol hits, wounds. You can take it on the drone.
Yes.
Drone's dead, finally. Grenade launcher. 2 shots. Hits on 3s. Wounds on 6s. Get 1. 4-up armor. Ah! He's just stubborn. That is a stubborn bastard. The Slith is going to shoot his carbine into that guy on 3s.
Leave him
4s to wound
alone.
him.
Leave him
Archon on
alone.
2s. 4s to wound him. 4-up armor. Oh!
Just leave him alone!
No! He needs to die!
Why?
He's a dick. Alright, the Talus is going to shoot 1 splinter cannon at him.
Leave him
On
alone!
4s.
This is unnecessary!
4s to wound him. Alright. 4-up saves. He's dead. He's finally dead. I could lose the game and I'd be happy now. He just would not die. Alright, the other 6 shots from that Talus are going to go into the strike team. 3s. Or 4s, actually, not 3s. 4s to wound. 1. For fun. And the Kronos is going to shoot its D6 shots into the Breachers. Getting 4. Hitting on 4s. Nope. Nada. Alright, so with that, we're come to the Scourge. We still have, actually, the Ravager over here. The Ravager will shoot its disintegrator cannon into the broadside on 3s. Force to wound. Dice! And lance into the ghost kill. Nope. I don't think this thing is. I paid like 200 points for this, and it has done nothing the entire game.
I mean, your cheaper blasters
Right?
are doing damage.
Right? The blaster squad is like.
that crisis suit squad.
The blaster squad is half the
I knew it
cost.
was gonna
Except for the first turn. They didn't do anything to run.
I mean, I knew that it was going to be they were going to be an issue. I didn't know they were going to like annihilate people.
Alrighty. So now we just have the scourges. I gotta figure out attacks for that. Okay, so the scourges are dividing up like so. 2 splinter cannons here, 1 splinter cannon into the broadside, and 1 splinter cannon in the carbine into the ghost kill. So starting off with the stealth suits on 4s. That's a miss. And 4s to wound. And these are 3-up saves. So your fusion blaster is down to 1 health. Okay, next the broadside, hitting on 3s. 4s to wound it. Nope. And finally, carbine plus cannon into the ghost kill on 4s.
Oh.
Oops. And 4s to wound it. So those are 2 3-up saves. So it is down to 4 health now. Okay, so the Talus is declaring the first charge into that strike team right there. The Breachers are in range to shoot, so they're going to shoot first on 6s. 1. And strength 5 AP minus 1. 5s to wound. Nope. And then 12 shots from the actual strike team. Counting the smart missile system. Oh, and the Cadre gets 2 as well. So 2 shots from the Cadre. 5s to wound.
Nope.
So charge distance.
In.
She's in. The Kronos is declaring the next charge into the Breacher team. So Breachers will get 6 shots. And then the broadside and the ghost kill are going to shoot as well.
Nope.
Nope. Alright, so 8 shots from the burst cannons of the broadside, or the ghost kill. Nope.
Wow, my
8 shots
Overwatch.
from the missile pods. Wounding it on 4s. Okay. See, AP minus 1, so 4-up save. It's fine. And finally, you have 8 smart missile shots.
Nope.
Nope. Charging. It's a fail.
Yeah.
I'm going to re-roll the 1.
Oh.
So I have 1 command point left. Yeah, we're in now. 6 is off. Okay, next up, the party boat squad is going to charge the broadside. So we have Overwatch starting with broadside. We start with the missile pods, I guess.
Yep.
8 shots. Nope.
Nope.
And 8 shots with the smart missile systems. Nope. Or 1. And wounds on 3s. 5 up armor. Fine. And then you got 6 shots from the ghost keel first. With its cyclic.
No.
And then 8 shots from its burst cannons.
No.
Nope.
Overwatch is an awful.
This has not been your turn for Overwatch.
No.
Used all your luck on that earlier.
Apparently.
Killing the incubi.
Saints have left me.
Alright, so charge. Yeah, they're in. So, the Archon will now charge the ghost kill. So you will have 6 shots first into the ghost kill.
Yep.
The broadside's already caught up. Everyone else is already stuck in combat. Yep, well, there you go. Getting 2. Yeah, strength 7. 2 wounds, 2-up saves. Oh, failed 1. It is going to go ahead and send that save, or take the Slith is going to go and take that wound. However, the Archon no longer has 2-up saves because he failed a save. Now you got 8 burst cannon shots. Oh wait, he had 6 up build. Nope. Okay. Yeah, okay. Okay. Now that my warlord's charging, you're gonna make him. Okay. Okay. And we have 5 ups. And 6 atonement things, and all these go to Slith. So the Slith takes total of 4 wounds, so he's got 1 left, I think. Let me double check. Okay, the Raider also charged. It can't fail, so just going to move it in. Then you have 1 Overwatch for the Incubi. Missed. Incubi is in. And then you have 8 burst cannon shots into the Reavers. Starting that. Getting 2. 4 to wound. Getting 1. Saved. And then 2 missile pot shots. 3s. Nope.
Gun
All
drone.
right. Yeah, I have 1 gun drone left.
2.
Nope. So I can't fail. Now we're in. So at the end of that charge, we will roll for our Grav Talon for the drone. Drone's alive for the commander. Commander takes 1 wound. Okay, I'm going to nominate my Archon to fight as my first fight. So hitting on 2s. Wounding the Ghost Kill on 4s. I got 4 wounds at AP -2. So you got 2 more wounds taken, so he's at 2 health. Okay. So did you want to use your command points?
Yes.
Alright, so you spend 2 command points. Who's going to get a fight?
I'm gonna see about. Let's just do the ghost kill. Let's
The
have
Ghost Kill's already fought.
Oh, fine.
He will get a fight anyways before I get a fight.
Fine. The broadside's gonna punch the raider.
The broadside's going to punch the Raider, so 3 attacks. Hitting on 5s. 1. Wounds on 4.
Come on, raider.
Shit. It's dead. Did it explode? It didn't explode, though.
Well, it didn't hurt any of you guys. So it didn't hurt my broadside. My broadside lives.
Currently, yes. Although you do a bunch of Cabal.
I know it's gonna die now, but it took out the raider.
Did
So
Yeah.
I took out the raider first.
It managed to punch the Raider. So
Punched it out.
poor Raider. Alright, so continuing into my rest of my attacks, Incubi into Still Suit on 2s. Wounding on 4s. Those are, hold on, -3 2 AP, right? Or double check. I think it's -3 actually. Okay, well it doesn't matter.
Dead.
Yeah, because he only has 1 wound, so I don't even need to check, because it's definitely not a 4-up save. Okay, going to the Reavers next. We have all my attacks are going to go into the commander. Hitting on 3s first for the Arena Master. Arena Master is disappointing me.
Commander's
4s to
intimidating.
4s to nothing. Hitting on 3s with okay. Need 5s. Got 1 4-up save. Okay, next up I'm gonna have the Cabalites try to punch the Ghost Kill on, or not Ghost Kill, the broadside. On 3s, we have 7 attacks. Wow. We have 4s to, or 5s to wound it. 2 up saves. Die.
It's a broadside, right?
Yeah, that's the broadside.
Woo! It still lives.
Okay, going to the Talus next. He has 4 base attacks. However, he gets +1 attack for each macro scalpel, and he has 2. So he gets 6 attacks. We are hitting on 3s. And we are wounding on 2s. AP -1, so 5-up saves. 2 dead.
For here.
Nope, that's this. That's the Chronos over there.
Okay.
Alright, so then the Chronos hitting on 3s. Okay. And wounding on 3s. AP -1 again, so 4-up save. Or 5-up save. So that's fine. Okay, so starting with the Ghost Kill, he gets 1 attack at 2 wounds. So hitting on 5s.
Nope.
Then the Breachers are going to have 4 attacks, hitting on 5s. Getting 1. Wounding on 6s.
Nope.
Nope. And then you get 3 attacks from the Strike Team into the Talus. 1 hit, 6 to wound.
Nope.
And then the Commander, I gotta look up. Although you can probably go ahead and just fight with the drone first. Hit some 5s.
Nope.
Alright, finally Commander has 4 attacks, hitting on 3s. And wounding on 4s, because he's strength 5 or toughness 5. So that's 1 4-up save for me. 6 up, feel no pain. Nope, so my 1 Reaver's down. And I believe that does it for all combat.
Yep.
So with that, we'd have morale stuff, but I don't think anything lost enough to. Oh, the breachers, yeah.
The breachers did.
And maybe the strike team.
And the strike team.
So do breachers, they lost what, 4?
Mm-hmm.
So okay. 4, that's definitely gonna be 9. So you're normally what, 7, and they took a grenade too, so there's 6.
Yeah.
So 4 plus 5 is 9. You lose 3, so they're just the drone's still there, but they are gone.
Okay.
You lost what? 2 strike team? Yeah, you lost 2 strike team.
Yeah. No, I lost coin. Yeah, 2.
Because you had 4 before I charged. Or, no, you had 5, so you lost 3. So they're fine. Okay, so with that, Alien is going to go ahead and concede the game.
Yeah.
But this was a much closer, hard-fought battle than our first.
Very hard fought.
Yeah, like she destroyed roughly half my army. I think I destroyed
Almost
somewhere around 2/3. And
yeah.
So, but at this point again, she's essentially going to be continuously stuck in melee as per the issue with the first. But this deployment setup certainly went a lot better.
Yes, I was able to shoot a lot more and get things far more injured quickly.
Yeah.
Relatively so. Just unfortunately, I guess we'll have a few thoughts for the post game.
Yeah, we're talking about all that in the post game. So if you're curious to see, our interpretations of how this battle went compared to the previous game, be sure to stick around. If not, then thank you for watching.
Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and have a good one.
Yep, till next time, guys. Take care.
Bye bye.
Hey guys.
Hey.
Welcome to the post game here for the second game of this little series here.
Indeed.
So that definitely went better for the Tau.
It did go a lot better for the Tau.
It was helped a little bit by some bad rolling on my part for my turn 1 and some of 2.
But then good rolling.
But then it didn't help. Then you didn't help yourself because you rolled badly turn 1.
I know. It was only like on the Overwatch in turn 2 that I rolled really well, but unfortunately at that point, I don't know if it was enough. I don't think it was enough.
Yeah, you certainly managed to cause more casualties, and the important thing to take away from it is you put yourself in a position to have something work in your favor. Mm-hmm. Dice just didn't cooperate, much like I said, for me, my turn 1 didn't cooperate, but if you assume that happens for your opponent, then you were in a position to capitalize because you were far enough away that you could still take advantage of that.
And I tried. I really tried. And
then you just decided to try to roll like me, and
it didn't work out. At least it got you on Overwatch, man.
Yeah, well, the poor Incubi.
Except for the final turn where I really needed some Overwatch.
Except for the Slith.
And it didn't work, and it's like, oh, come on. I almost got your Warlord, but...
Poor Slith.
Who cares?
Poor Slith. Look at him. He only wants happiness.
Well,
you shot him.
Some good notes. Broadside finally did some
survived
work.
the entire game.
Survived the entire game and put in some work. Wow. He killed your Venom!
Killed the Venom, man.
Killed the Venom, tried to kill the Raider. That brought it down.
It punched it.
It punched it. Ghost Kill did okay. Like, I think things that I wanted to do okay did okay.
Right.
It's just... that first turn was
other than the broadside being like actually surviving the entire game.
Being a badass finally.
Did you have any other surprises for your army there that worked in a way you didn't expect? Other than you punched out 2 Incubi with stealth suits.
So the new fighting rules
are interesting.
That's good. I highly recommend using command points to nominate to fight. I think that is useful, especially to Tau, because it did well on an odd way. 7 attacks are still 7 attacks. If you have a lot of stealth suits and they're being charged and you have 2 command points you could use, those are 7 attacks. Yeah. Go ahead.
take it.
Certainly, if you hadn't done that, then those stealth suits wouldn't have been around, probably.
Right?
But
So that was pretty
instead,
impressive.
not only were they around, they killed 2 and then still went off and took some shots at the Venom.
The crisis suit should have lived longer, and the crisis suit should have lived longer. Because I had forgot, I added a nifty little thing to them called shield generators and a stimulant injector.
They didn't have both, they just had
Oh yeah, they had the shield generators, which is
that
more
for Commander,
important. And yeah, I forgot that. So the crisis suits would have lived longer too. It would have immediately melted into red and white goo.
Possibly. I mean, we don't know. You could have rolled 3-1.
I mean, yeah, it's true. I could have more.
It's a 4-up invul, and it's hard to say whether or not you would have made it. But yeah,
50-50 shot
we
that
did
most
forget
likely I would have had one more around.
Yeah.
So that was a mistake on our part. But I don't know. So far, everything went okay. I think the stratagem will definitely work. I think it's better to deploy or take advantage of being as far back as you can as Tau. Range is not, it's not great, and being as far back as you are really doesn't protect you from deep strike heavy armies. But when it comes to melee rushing armies, it can protect you. I highly recommend getting as many suits as you can fit into your points. For battalion detachment, which gives like what, 2 command points?
You got 3.
Gives like several command points for battalion. You're only allowed a certain number of troops, so you might as well fill them up with some suits that have deep strike capability.
Yeah.
I highly recommend it. You should do it, especially if you're facing Dark Eldar, Harlequins, Tyranids, and Chaos, I think.
Depends on the way the Chaos brings their army.
That's true. Depends on the way the Chaos brings their army. Anything that you're going to be facing, if you're facing an opponent that has deep striking, being as far back as you are will not protect you. But in a game like this, it was pretty fun to try, and I think it worked out very well.
Yeah. So the other thing we want to bring up is you probably noticed we did the fight phase differently this time than the last. Whereas before we did the consolidate into a combat, this time we did, or you could consolidate and put someone into melee. This time we set it up so that you could consolidate and actually fight. And part of that has to do with the way the rules are written. We aren't really sure which to use, so we just tried to we did one game and one the other. We're not sure. I think someone commented on the first game that we're supposed to do it the way that we just did it in this game. That's part of what prompted us to reread it. I forget the guy's name, but well, I don't know if it's accurate or not. It's actually really confusing. I just kind of looked at it and assumed you just move and then you're stuck there. But because of the way the fight phase works, is essentially it's like cyclical, right? You nominate a unit, you see things through to completion, and then you nominate another unit. And so essentially that can imply that, granted, it doesn't say you can nominate a unit twice, but it doesn't say you can't. It just says moves within 3. Then it says pick a unit within 1 inch of another unit. So you pick a unit.
Yeah.
So it definitely needs an FAQ. I think it should be the way we did it the first game. This felt a little bit too powerful for melee because those Reavers,
it worked.
The Reavers did well, and that was if I had to pick a surprise unit of the game for me, it was definitely the Reavers. They put in work, but except for the Arena Champion, he just kind of he was worthless, but paid for his Agonizer and he didn't do anything with it. But yeah, it seemed really strong if you can consolidate, fight again, consolidate, fight again.
Yeah.
Especially if you have some really scary melee and you're just kind of ram through someone's entire army in one turn. That doesn't sound right. That sounds too strong, and that's the reason we don't, at least I don't. I mean, we haven't, honestly, Ollie and I haven't talked about our feelings of it yet, but my personal opinion after playing with using that ruling, I don't care for it. I think it's too strong.
Since I don't.
And I'm someone who plays some melee heavy armies, and I think that's kind of ridiculous. So it will definitely need an FAQ because you can rule it either way, quite honestly.
Yeah.
But just based on the wording of the fight phase and how everything's done, you could make a good argument for either case, and it's going to lead to some issues, I think.
Some disagreements.
Yeah, it's going to lead to some big disagreements with people because someone's going to be like, "Well, I can do this," and someone's like, "Well, no, that's not right." And as someone who plays a melee army, I think it was not right. But like I said, someone commented that that's supposed to work like that, so we kind of were like, "Well, we'll try it." Weren't a huge, at least I wasn't a huge fan. I'm guessing Ollie probably didn't like it either.
No, because it was really hard to keep seeing people die in consolidation and other combat.
But it only led to one Pathfinder, right? It only led to one Pathfinder squad dying, and it led to I think getting to fight the broadside again, which didn't do anything anyways. So it didn't cause anything. So literally all it really caused was the Pathfinders dying. But if she had been more clustered up, which she did make an effort not to be.
I tried.
Then that you could easily just sweep through someone's forces, which would.
We're seeing. So, I don't know. I don't have anything else really.
No, I don't think I do either. Let's see. Anything future-wise? Oh, right. Aline has started her Tyranid collection, so those
my goodness.
It's a lot of models, though, so it's going to be a little bit. We're going to try to make sure there's paint on them before they get on the channel. So, they aren't even assembled yet. You just kind of got them. But... yeah, she's going to start the assembly process. I have expanded my Harlequin list. I know there's a lot of Harlequin fans on the channel. So I've expanded my Harlequin list. I'll be adding 3 more troops, 2 more bike squads, and a couple more Star Weaver Void Weavers. So you'll be able to see them in certainly much more featured form. We might do a small points game with them versus like sisters or something.
Yeah, I think that'd be good.
That might be our next game, and that'll be probably not too far away because it'll be a small points game, and a 1,500 point game took what would you say, about an hour and 45 minutes there?
About 2 hours.
2 hours, somewhere in there. So if we were to do a 500 to 750 point game, that
may not take it.
It'd take like an hour probably. So we can definitely power through that one pretty quick. So you're probably going to see the Harlequins show up on their own or minorly supported by like a Venom or something, but in the near future.
Yep.
So,
but
anyways, guys.
It was enjoyable.
Yep,
if you like this, well, press the like button and also subscribe for more.
Yeah. I always appreciate you guys supporting us. So until next time, guys.
Have a good night.
Take care.